Alright, I'm about to go out back and get some blockage. My lift hits my plow mount up here first. There's also a cross member here that it's going to hit. And it's not getting a big chunk of the frame up under there. So I'm going to take a couple blocks and lay up under there right about frame level, just to make sure I get a good grip on that. Okay, I've got a little blockage up under there, so let's see how well that lifts. I'm also going to have to keep an eye on my rooftop. I don't smash it into the ceiling over here. I'll ease that up a little bit and see what happens. I'll make sure I'm not smushing anything vital. You can get in the exhaust pipe over here if I'm not careful. Alrighty, so far so good. Alright, let's have a look here. This is the front spring mount, and you can see daylight through here. It's not really snugged up against the frame good. This bolt hole that holds the front spring is rotted out. This one is still snug, and that's pretty much what's holding it. The steering box mounts through the same holes, and also a hole back here. And this new mount, which is a thing of beauty, goes on like this. And it would allow those bolts to go through those same holes. And that big bolt here, this bolt would go through, which is the bolt that's also holding the snowplow on, which gives us even more strength. So it seems to me like if I dropped the front spring, took this old steering box mount off of here, went up in here and repaired this piece of frame where the bolt holes are rotted out, I should be able to put that new piece on there. It's going to make everything a lot stronger. And then I'm going to tie it. There's a thing that comes off of here that surrounds the frame that looks like that, and it would go on here something like this. And I'm going to have to adapt this piece to make that work. But I can certainly do that. A little adaptation there would be just fine. So, I guess the first thing to do is get this chain off of here and get those bolts out and drop down whatever will come down and have a look at what's under there. The frame is stronger than I was thinking it might be. I know Steve said something about having reinforced the frame. I noticed the frame is boxed all the way out to the spring hangers on that side and on this side. And I don't know if that's something that Steve added or whether it came from the factory like that. But either way, it looks pretty good up in there. Once I get these things dropped down and can see what I've got for metal up in here, it's going to help me a lot to be able to figure out what we got and where we go from there. So I'll stop talking and start taking things apart.